Hi, everybody. It's Donna with Northstar Tarot. Welcome. We are here to do a zodiac reading for Capricorn. This is for the middle of August to the end of August. So August 15th to the 31st. Okay, everybody? So let me just get this out of the way. Alrighty. So I hope everybody's having a good month. See how this goes. Okay, Capricorn, here we go, my dear. So we have the Ace of Swords coming into this um, last half of the month, okay? Then we have work, home, relationships, the unknown, and the outcome, okay? So let's have a look at this and then we will clarify, okay? So Ace of Swords coming in, lots of good ideas. So you have lots of good ideas coming into this last part of the month and you are doing very, very well, okay? You're articulate, you're able to speak your mind. For the most part, things are going really good that way, as far as new ideas, new thoughts, new things you want to do, things like that, okay? Things you want to discover, maybe things you want to learn. They're all right there on the tip of your tongue, okay? So you just have to reach out and start putting some things in place for that, okay? So at work, I feel like for most of you, I feel like you're quite bored at work, okay? So it's not kind of cracked up to it's not all cracked up to what you thought it would be. I think you like it fine, but you're just not crazy about it, okay? It's just not serving you that passion that you want. It's kind of maybe a little humdrum. It's not really what you had hoped for, okay? I mean, you're doing well. Everything is going okay. I don't see a big problem. I just don't see it as being very passionate or very exciting. Okay. So, you may want to think about how can you spark things up? How can you find a new purpose at work? Maybe you need to start a side hustle so that you feel like you're doing more with your life, whatever that may be, right? Maybe you got to look for a new job. So just have a look and see how is this serving you. Maybe you're not working anymore. Maybe you're retired and you're bored. Maybe you're between jobs and you don't know what to do with yourself. Very well could be, right? Especially with this economy. So give yourself a break. Don't be hard on yourself and see how can you add some value to your life. Okay. So that would really help you. So, at home, I feel like at home is a little iffy, right? I feel like there's changes going on. I feel like people are not being totally straight up with you, that there are things going on that, people around you, whether it's your family or friends, people around you are just hmm, not being open, okay? Not being open, not telling you everything, kind of, or you're looking for something, you're seeking something, you're trying to um, find some meaning, something in your life, right? You're trying to find some answers, whatever that may be, okay? I feel like this is a little bit of a difficult time for you, okay? And you know what? That's okay. So we all go through ups and downs, and you're on a little bit of a slump here, okay? So we will clarify. As far as relationships, I like to look at this, when I develop this spread, I like to look at this as romantic relationships. Okay. So as far as relationship goes, I feel like you're feeling very much alone. We've got the hermit here. Time to look inside of yourself, right? So either you're not in a relationship, or if you are in a relationship, you're really not feeling that fulfilled. Okay. Or you're too codependent, and you need to find yourself in this relationship. You don't want to be in a relationship and give up, who you are, So you want to really think about that, okay? Do some self-searching, go inside, seeking some self-knowledge. What do you need to learn, right, about you? And again, if you're not in a relationship, you may need to do the same thing. Go inside yourself, see what's blocking you. What's blocking you from having a relationship? Maybe you don't want one. Maybe you need to learn things, right? Maybe you need to learn about yourself more. Maybe you need to forgive yourself, forgive others, let your past go. Figure out what's making you tick as far as romantic relationships go, and where do you need to go from here to get, maybe you need some help. Maybe you need a counselor. Maybe you need to do some grief work. Whatever it is, okay? This can be resolved, all right? So just go inside yourself, your answers. You have all your answers, okay? You just need to go inside yourself and seek them, okay? So what you don't know, what I see you're not seeing is that you're very protected. You are protecting yourself. You are definitely protecting your passion, everything about you that gives you that excitement, that energy to go seek, manifest. Okay. You are so protective. You don't want anybody to take that away from you. And I think that that comes in with relationships, right? I think you've been hurt and you just are afraid to let that part of yourself kind of go. Okay. So you're still very, very refrained and very much holding back a bit. Okay. Which is okay. Just make sure it doesn't become a problem. All right. Um, so we have on the outcome, we have the tower here. So the last half of this month, even though you come into it with all these great ideas and things, that you want to do, they're all there for you, right? And you're seeking all that. I feel like things are kind of falling apart this end of this month, okay? So the last half of this month is going to be a little bit about falling to pieces, right? And it's more about stuff around you falling to pieces. And you're having to let this happen because that's the only way you can rebuild. Okay. So if you let the stuff just kind of go, let it go, and then work on rebuilding. Okay. So let's clarify this reading to see, where we're going to go. Right. So these are the Everyday Witch Tarot, and I'm going to use the Mermaid Tarot for clarifying. I meant to say that earlier because some people like to know. Okay, so we'll leave this card to the last to see how you leave this month, okay? Like usual. So let's see, my dear. So around work, we have the Knight of Cups and we have the Magician. So yeah, so that boredom, that, not sharing, not feeling fulfilled, all that kind of stuff can change. Okay. So you've got to put your heart into it. You've got to put some oomph into it, right? You got to get that fire into it, right? Find out what you want to do. How can you improve things? Bring some different things into your work. Okay. If you can't do anything, like say you have a factory job or whatever, and you're bored and it's humdrum, maybe, like I said, maybe you need a side hustle, right? So how can you do that? Maybe you're going to create something. The magician's all about manifestation as well, right? Maybe you're going to write a book. Maybe you're going to start creating videos. Whatever it is, you can be very, very creative and you can start manifesting. Okay. And I think this is wonderful here. So at home, we're going to add the Knight of Pentacles and Strength reversed. So definitely time to really allow yourself to sit with your feelings. Okay. So things are going to be okay. I feel like things are going to be okay. You need to be strong. You need to be steadfast. Okay. So you need to ask yourself, what do you need to make yourself comfortable? What do you need to make your home comfortable? What do you need to make yourself okay with the people that you encounter? Okay. This person that I told you about is probably a male. They have male energy. And I just feel like they're just not feeling strong right now, and they are looking for strength from you. Okay. So, and that's okay as long as you're not allowing somebody to take all your energy. Okay. There are what I call with empaths, right? If you're an empath, many of us are, we're sensitive, we're empaths. So if you are an empath, sometimes you encounter people, and I call them emotional vampires. So they just suck the life out of you, right? They suck all the energy out of you. So if you find that you're an empath and you're affected by other people's emotions greatly, be careful that this person is not trying to suck the life out of you. Okay. You need some really good boundaries. You're not really good when it comes to telling people, whoa, no, that's enough. You need to set some boundaries. Okay. And these are other people that you encounter, not romantic. All right. So let's look at your romantic life. So on the romance end, we saw that you needed to go inside and see what's going on, right? So we have the Seven of Wands and we have the Emperor. So definitely there's someone coming around you or is around you. Very, very strong personality. Okay. I really like them. I think they're going to add some value to your life. If you haven't met them yet, you're going to meet them very, very soon. Okay. I can see you meeting them. I'm going to say in a few weeks. Okay. So probably the middle of September. Okay. I feel you will meet somebody. And I feel like this would be very, very good for the people that are not in relationships. Okay. If you are in a relationship, you have to, it would be really, really good if you could model what your partner is kind of doing, right? If they're active, maybe you need to get more active. If they're into something that they do, maybe they golf, okay, on Saturdays. You need to find something for you to do on Saturdays so you don't feel alone and feel like you're isolated and by yourself, right? So whatever's going on there, whether you're with somebody or not, you need to feel as a participant, not as isolated, okay? So, and again, this could be a specialist that you deal with if you need some counseling or you need some help with some things that are going on with you right now. So don't be afraid to ask for help if that's what you need. Okay. And if you and your partner need help, maybe it's marriage counseling or something like that. Okay. Couples counseling anyway. So yeah, and this could be learning about your spirituality, right? So maybe your passion is learning more about what makes you tick, more about what you have to offer the world, more about what you have to offer yourself in relationships, right? So how do you do that? Find your spirituality, right? And then you be the best person that you can possibly be in a relationship, right? So there's all kinds of ways to look at this, but generally speaking, you can ask for assistance, it will be there for you, or this is your partner and look for direction from them. They're doing what they love and maybe you need to do that as well. Okay. Then we have what you don't know. So we have the Seven of Wands here, and then we have the King of Cups and the Two of Wands. So whatever you're holding back on, whatever you're trying to protect yourself from, I think you need to open yourself up more. Okay. I think you need to drop the guards a little bit, become a little bit more vulnerable. Okay. Vulnerability is a strength. Um, I really like Brene Brown, if you've ever heard of her or not. She is She's a speaker, she's an author. She does motivational speaking on vulnerability, on, having your own power, right? And she's very, very good. So I would suggest you listen to one of her TED Talks or one of her books. Okay. She's very, very good. I highly recommend her. Okay. And I think this would give you an opportunity to figure out, what your strengths are. Instead of hiding, you can just become who you are and allow yourself to show more, be more vulnerable and get involved. Okay. So be a partner in the world, not just hiding from the world. Okay. And the outcome with that tower situation, we have the Eight of Cups And we have the Two of Pentacles reversed. So I feel there's sadness there, okay? I feel there's disappointment. More than sadness, there's disappointment, okay? And I feel you have to leave a lot of things behind. So you have to make some definite changes here. Not easy changes, but changes. And when you do that, it's going to add some balance to your life, okay? So don't be afraid of that. Sometimes it's hard to let go. It's hard to make these changes, but sometimes you have to make these changes before you can find that balance that you need. Okay. And these are emotionally charged. Okay. So the outcome here. So how you're going to leave the August. So as the Eight of Wands. So this is really good. This is really strong energy. Okay. So quick, strong energy, fully charged, fully aware that you can do kind of whatever it is that you set your mind out to do. Okay. Things are going to happen quickly for you. Swiftness is at your beck and call. Things are going to happen really, really quickly, and you're going to be quite happy about things. Okay, so quite content. All right, so I feel like that is really good. It's going to be a couple of weeks of up and down, but I think it's going to work out very, very good for you. Now, we're going to use these numerology cards, and I'm going to pull a card for you, okay? And these are just oracle cards, and it's just to close out your reading and see what they have to say for you, okay? We have financial discipline. So let's see what that means. I don't know if the number 48 means anything to you. If you reduce that, it's 4 and 8 is 12. And 1 and 2 is 3. So it would reduce to a 3 if that means anything for you. Okay. So financial discipline. This card indicates a need for financial discipline if you wish to build a strong foundation for your future. You are constantly surrounded by opportunities to attract abundance. However, you must follow up with action if you wish to see results. Setting the intention to be financially secure, then taking appropriate steps, such as putting a little money aside each week, is enough to shift your vibration towards the outcome you desire. Perhaps you've been spending money on unnecessary things rather than saving for your dream. Maybe a play now, pay later mentality has left you living on credit or in debt. Perhaps it seems that money goes out faster than it comes in. Whatever the case may be, you're being encouraged to adopt an attitude of abundance. Seek financial advice, budget, and attend a workshop or read a book about creating wealth. The affirmation for you is the universe is abundant. I am financially stable and secure. So it's good advice to tell yourself that on a regular basis. It really helps. Okay. So there is your reading, my dear. I hope you enjoyed it. Um, have a good rest of the month. And we will talk to you very soon on the channel, I'm sure. And if you're new here, I hope you enjoyed it and you will subscribe. And if you did enjoy your reading, please give me a thumbs up. That would be awesome. Okay. So bright blessings, everybody. Have a wonderful day.